Hey guys, you're watching Play Retro. If you've been wondering where I've been, I do want to apologize. I've been a little bit sick recently, fighting a fever for like the last 6 days, and I've been working a lot. Anyway, this just arrived at my doorstep. Big shout out to my homies at Lit NXT who sent this same day shipping to get to my house because they wanted me to be one of the first people to showcase this specific handheld. This is the TrimUI Brick. This thing was a thing of legend. We've been talking about it for like a year, and this company has really taken their time to bring this to market, and it's finally here. So I have the real thing right here. As you can see, I already opened it because I'm a child and I'm too impatient. But yeah, let's have a quick look at the box. As we can see, we just have the white and the black on the face. It says fast boot 3.2-inch IPS LCD. This is a higher resolution, I believe. WLAN versus stereo speakers, Type-C port. Okay, and then over on the back we have 3.2-inch RGB lighting effects, stereo speaker, extra LNR keycaps. That is pretty cool. Metal back shell. That's pretty awesome. RGB lighting effect, extra. Okay, that's the same thing. Easy disassembly. We'll see what's that all about. Okay, so first of all, I really love the packaging. They do an excellent job. Here's just another example of. I have my TrimUI's box here. They do an amazing job with their packaging. So let's get this unboxed. I do want to give praise where praise is due, because compared to like other companies, they're doing things right. So we got a screen protector in here. We're going to see how this fits in a moment. We have some wet wipes to apply that screen protector, dry and wet. Okay, the device itself. And this is why I couldn't get it completely shut, because it's so snug in here. We're going to set this off to the side for 1 second, guys. We have our SD card. Okay, generic 64 gigabyte. A user manual, one side Chinese, one side English. We may get into this, but not right now. And here are those extra keycaps. Pretty awesome. We have what looks to be more blacks, transparent, more blacks, more transparent. I mean, this is kind of interesting that they provide so many of these. Like, I don't know if they expect us to break them, or it's just part of this specific device. You get a bunch of extra shoulder buttons. Obviously, if you change the these to these, you'll have that lighting effect on the back, and I do want to see what that looks like. And then you have your little charging cable. Okay, USB-C to USB-A. So yeah, that's everything. Not bad for a retro handheld unboxing. I'm not gonna lie, not bad at all. So let's have a look at the handheld now. Oof. My goodness, is this thing beautiful. So as you can see, I went with the all black, very stealthy little device. And first impressions, I didn't know this thing was gonna be so kind of small. So let's do some size comparisons. Just to put things in perspective, here I have my beautiful, beloved Miu Mini. Oh, I love this thing so much. And here it is. Look at that. You can see it is a little bit bigger. This is one thing about TrimUI's buttons. Even the Miu Mini's D-pad is still bigger than the D-pad on the TrimUI. Something I may have to get used to with this thing. Okay, now here's the Miu Mini Plus side by side. They're almost the same height. They are almost the exact same height, but this is definitely a little bit thinner. Oh yeah, there you go. Now you can see it. It's a little bit thinner and almost about as thick. Very interesting looking handheld. I do wish the Miu Minis came in a solid black color like this device. So let's get these out of here. So let's put that SD card in there. The card slot is down here. Okay, so I peeled off that plastic. Screen looks gorgeous. And I'm not going to apply the screen protector, but I do want to see how it fits. Oof, and that is pretty damn perfect. Pretty damn perfect, if I do say so myself. Okay, I'm not going to apply it just because I want to see what the screen looks like raw, without the screen protector on it. I actually did want to do another quick size comparison. For those of you that have this device, the Smart Pro, here's a size comparison. So it's very small. So just so you guys can see that, for you guys who own that device. Okay, so now let's just go over some I/O real quick. Let's have a look at the actual device. So we have a power button on this side. We have a kind of switch, probably like just like this one. It has a switch on the bottom, the function button. We have a volume buttons up here, plus and minus. Nothing else on the side. Just some branding over here on the side. Over on the bottom, we have a USB-C port, a reset button down here. That's interesting. Our SD card slot, a microphone maybe, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. And then over on the top, we have like this LED light bar. And then this is our charging slot. That is pretty interesting, I think. Maybe. I'm not sure which is charging. We'll figure that out. Okay. So let's get this thing booted up. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Look at those lights. So first of all, I love that we have stereo sound on a device this size. We never get front firing stereo sound. That is awesome. Okay. Screen looks damn amazing right now. So I'm just not happy to see some, the Chinese right here. I can't read this, but we're gonna have to figure out how to translate this real quick. Okay, here, language, English. Perfect. All right, cool. That's a lot better. So basically we have the same software we have on the TrimUI Smart Pro, just in a smaller form factor. And these guys, they really pick some of the best screens. Like even looking at this one, like this is incredibly good screen. Oh, they have, no way. You have Celeste in here, Sonic Mania, Stardew Valley. I think we're gonna fire up some ports right away and see what this thing can do. So let's go with Celeste and see if this thing will run and how it runs. Oh, I'm trash. Screen looks really good so far. I don't think this game is the best example because this game does have black bars. So we're gonna get out of here. Let's try Sonic Mania. Okay, so right away we're having a little bit of issues because the screen is not correct. So right away we can tell there's going to be some optimization that needs to be done to some of these games. Sonic Mania here for some reason is not centered. We're going to back out of here. See, I know these buttons are small, but for a game like this where you kind of need to press two buttons at the same time to do actions, it's actually a benefit. Something about the sound sounds a little bit off. That's not supposed to sound like that. Sounds a little bit off. It's probably an emulator thing. Yeah, it just sounds weird. Something's off about the sound here. Yeah, look, even Mario, when he falls, when he gets smaller. Let's see how if he dies. Yeah, something sounds off about the maybe it's the ROM itself is not good. I'm not sure, but that sounds a little bit off. Okay, so far the screen is really vibrant. I love the colors on it. It's also super crisp. The definition of the screen is really good. Something about the emulator sounds a little bit off. Maybe it's the ROM, maybe it's the emulator, I'm not sure, but even in this game, some of the sounds sound off. It does sound a little bit slowed down as well. But it is nice that we have stereo sound. Also, this lighting effect is just incredible, especially on this black. And I want to see how we can change these real quick. So let's back out of this game. So far, I really like this device. I think it's going to be a hit. It's definitely going to be a hit, especially if it comes with this software right out of the box. I don't really think it needs custom firmware. This software is pretty good. If they can just iron out some of those little software issues, I think this might be a home run device. As you can see, you go from system to system. The lighting will change. Mega Drive, Neo Geo. Okay, so these are the clear ones. Pretty awesome. And it looks like you're just able to pull them right out. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Hopefully I don't break this thing. I don't know if we should power off the console or what, but... Oh no, they just come right off. They're just covers to this thing. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. Very easy installation. So it has these things on the back. Okay, and they glow. And then you can change them to the translucent one. So this is an L. Oh, so they give us different heights. So this one has a different shape to it. So we can have them like you can have them like higher up like this, or if you want something that's a little bit more subtle, you can do that as well. So oh, that's really cool. So it actually does have some sort of actual function besides aesthetics. So I personally think I like the black a little bit better, but it is cool that you can change the height of these and the feel of your shoulder buttons. So this is just a flat back right here. And then we have the tall blacks as well. Okay. Yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this video. This is just a first look at this device. This is in no way any sort of review. I think this device has a lot of potential. Just like the TrimUI Smart, when it first came out, you know, a lot of people kind of slept on it. I was one of the first people to cover it. I thought it was, you know, pretty good, but that it needed a little bit more time in the oven as far as the software was concerned. Now we have this new device from the same company, and I do feel like there's a little bit of software things they need to fix here, but for the most part, I think this is pretty decent product so far. From what I'm seeing, it seems like a pretty decent product. Yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think of this device? Are you guys picking one up? If you are, please consider picking one up from my friends over at Lit NXT. You know, they're my favorite store, the people who made this video possible. So if you guys want to pick one up, they have these in stock, I think black and white right now. And I'll leave a discount code in the description below, as well as a direct link to their website if you want to pick one up from them. Yeah, guys, if I have to say one thing, this is definitely a good looking handheld.